up, y'all? What's up, what's up, what's up? Guess what today is? Guess what's back? Guess who's back in the motherfucking house with a Boxycharm for your motherfucking mouth? I'm an idiot. So today I totally planned on uploading an Ulta haul, and my Boxycharm came. So I figured I would throw that one up first because maybe some of you guys haven't got your Boxycharms yet. I've actually had it since, today is what? Today's Friday. I've actually had it since like Tuesday or Wednesday, but I just didn't have time to film because I've been doing things and stuff. We have a wedding this weekend I'm so excited about. I miss going to weddings. I haven't been to a wedding in a really long time. Weddings are fun. Okay, that's enough of me being an idiot and saying things and stuff. Let's get into the box. So those of you who may be a little bit newer around here parts, I do Boxycharm videos, and if you order Boxycharms off of me, I get paid $5 every time somebody orders a Boxycharm subscription off of moi. I know they're on a waiting list right now, but hold out for it, girl. Believe me, it's worth it. It's so worth it. So, I mean, I'm not gonna be like, if you don't know what Boxycharm is, because who the fuck doesn't know what Boxycharm is? Who's on YouTube at this point? You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what the Boxycharm is. Just in case, for some odd reason, you've been living under a rock for the past fucking 2 years, Boxycharm is like a subscription service, you know, like all the other ones that has makeup and stuff. IMO, it is the best subscription service of life, not just because I'm affiliated with them, but because it fucking is, okay? Just because it is. So let's just get into it. So if you've never gotten a box before, you guys know from my hauls and stuff, it's a pet peeve of mine when people put shit back in the packaging, just to take it right back out. So I usually don't I usually don't put shit back in the packaging, but for Boxycharm, I do, just so you can see what it looks like. It comes a lot nicer than this, I will tell you that. Their cards are new, look. They have like this nice little fold-out card now, looking like a this. I don't know if these people are like Boxycharm people. You guys know I'm not really up on the YouTubes and shit. It shows you everything that you got and how much it is and like what to do with it and stuff. So let's just get into it. Let's get started. Let's do this. Here we go. Let's fucking party. Okay, first things first is a ColourPop eyeshadow palette. I was so excited about this because if you guys remember in past videos, I've told you I've never tried the ColourPop matte shadows. I always tell myself I'm gonna get on and order them. I'm gonna do it, and I never do it. So when I seen this in the box, I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh my fucking God. And then I opened it and it's all purple. Just kidding, it's not all purple, but I don't really like the color purple, in case you don't know. Purple's not my thing. I know I got purple eyes on today. I decided to do this like purple thing that I got going on because I was like, I really, looking back at it, kind of wish I would have done like a warm tone look because I got shit to do today, but like I didn't do a warm tone look, even though I kind of wish I should have. I decided to do a cool tone look today because who the fuck needs another warm tone look up on the YouTubes, am I right? So this is what she looks like right here. I got the element of surprise. I have no clue. As you guys know, I've told you before, I like don't really communicate with the Boxycharm people. Like, they send me fucking boxes and y'all order boxes, I get money. That's about as far as it goes. But this one looks like this. I actually really like this because there are cool tones and warm tones, and look, there's one that's light enough for my eyeballs. Usually like these type of palettes, like the Kathleen Lights, oh wait, is that a ColourPop? Is the Kathleen Lights palette a ColourPop palette? Hold on, let me look. It totally is, so I lied. I have tried the ColourPop matte shadows. I didn't even know I had until I just realized that. But anyways, like a lot of little tiny palettes like this palette here, none of them ever have light enough shades to put on my eyeballs because I like to brighten this up right here, this inner corner here. But this one does, so I was super stoked about that. Although, I will say, it's not as bright as I thought it was gonna be. It's kind of purple a little bit. So, as I said, I used this on my eyes today. I put this little color right here. This color right here, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna dust this over my entire lid because it's a really light shade. I could use it to like set my base and stuff, but it's actually really pigmented and it has a lot of color to it. This is like a color that I would use to just like blow up in my crease real quick if I'm in a hurry, which I usually am every day. Just blow up in my crease and then throw some mascara on, GTG. And then I think I used this color, right? Did I use this color or did I use a purple color? I can't remember. I think I went straight into this purple color because I thought I was scared that this one might be too warm. But the mattes are like really nice. They're a little powdery, but you guys know how I feel about that. I'm not really like a stickler on fallout because in my opinion, shadows basically have to have fallout for them to be good blendable shadows. Like the harder pressed they are, it seems like the less pigment they have, and the harder they are to blend, IMO, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. And these ones are a little bit dusty. Look, they even like stain your fingers. I just like wipe that shit off and it's stained on your fingers. I really hope it don't stain my fucking eyeball. But the shimmers in here are really good. They're a little bit chunky, kind of like the Kathleen Lights palette. Like I felt like the shimmers in the Kathleen Lights palette were a little bit chunky. So this, I used only this palette on my eyes and it was pretty good. I would love to delve into those warm tone colors because I'm like feeling this fucking color right here to my soul because that's like one of my favorite colors. I love colors like this. Focus in on it. It's like a MAC Uninterrupted, like a Makeup Geek Desert Sands type deal. I need to quit talking about this fucking palette because it's been 7 minutes. We haven't even moved on. Oh yes, bear with me, I'm a little rusty. Haven't done a Boxycharm video since like fucking December or something. I forgot to tell what the price was because we do the prices and then we add it up, and not we, just me, I added up. $16. What does that MSRP stand for? Manufacturer sales retail price? No. Manufacturer suggested retail price is $16. So it's Valentina's fave. Go Valentina. Ooh, Valentina from fucking RuPaul's Drag Race? Probably not. Okay, next thing we got was this Dr. Brandt vacuum cleaner, blah blah blah. I personally have not had the best of the lucks with the Dr. Brandt. That primer was dick. The oh, what was it, little scrubby thing? It was decent, but I felt like I could never get those particles off my face. I had to like splash my face 800 times before the particles would come off, like the little scrublet things. I mean, it was okay. It did okay. It did a good job, but I just didn't like not being able to. I felt like I could feel it all day. When I put my foundation on, I felt like I could feel it. I just felt like I could feel it all day. This, I feel like I'm not sure about yet. I used it this morning and you know what it reminds me of? Remember like the OG old school Glam Glow mask, like the black one that burns the fuck out of your skin when you put it on because it like draws all the shit, and then when it dries, oh my god, I can see all the oil and pores, blah blah blah. That's what this does. It's basically the same thing. The thing that I did not appreciate about this here product is that they did not mention on the packaging anywhere that, okay, so when you put it out, it looked like this. Oh, there, I did get some. So when you put it out, it looks like this, right? So it says apply to skin. So you like put it across your skin, but can you see that? Those beads break open. So really, I feel like, don't you feel like essentially you would have to break those open to get the full effect, right? So I was like, oh my god, those break open and they mix around on your face. Do I need to mix that up? Let me read the packaging and see. Didn't say nowhere on the packaging that you had to mix them up, but I don't want to leave those beads on my face because I figure maybe there's fucking good stuff in there and it does stuff. Dr. Brandt, you need to step it up a little bit. Just saying. Just kidding, kind of, but not really. Okay, so that retails at, I actually don't know if I like this like fold out thing because I have to fold it out every time I go to check a price, and y'all know physical activity is not my forte. So the price of this, manufacturer's suggested retail price is $47, which I totally believe because I've seen it at the store for that much. If you don't know, I work at Ulta. Is it worth $70 or $70? Is it worth $47? Meh, I don't really think so. I'm sure there's something by Tony Moly or one of those Korean brands that's similar to this that you could totally find cheaper than $47. I just bought this, well, I didn't just buy, but I've had it for a while, but I used it. It's like, you know, the Glam Glow, like the Sonic the Hedgehog and the silvery blah blah blah. There is a company, I can't remember what it's called, but they just came into our Ulta and they have a mask exactly like that, does exactly the same thing. You peel it off, makes you silver. They have like a glittery one, a black one, they got all different colors of ones, and it does the exact same thing. It's like 20 bucks. So just saying, save your fucking $82 or whatever the Glam Glow mask is and buy that. Or if you like Dr. Brandt, save you the $82 or whatever the fuck the other Glam Glow mask costs and buy that Dr. Brandt one for half the price. Okay, next up. This is a brow gel by the brand Brow Gal. Looking like this. I was a little bit scared of this at first because for whatever reason, probably because they have no fucking clue who I am and they just send me boxes. They sent me blonde. So I was like, oh fuck, my brows ain't blonde. And when I looked at the little thing, I was like, oh shit, that's fucking a lot, girl. But it actually works. If you guys have been with me for a really long time, then you know, way back in the day, probably like maybe even like a year or two ago, I had got a clear Brow Gal brow gel in a Boxycharm and it was fucking, I'm gonna knock everything over, amazing, amazing. Best brow gel I've ever used. Used the Anastasia one, used whatever else everybody's talking about. Best fucking brow gel I've ever used. I loved it so much. I never ordered it because you guys know I fucking hate ordering shit online. So when I was out, but it was a clear brow gel and it was so good. And this, I feel like, is the same formula because this really, really holds my brows in place. And I also feel like because this is blonde and I have like a little darker base of brow product, I use Maybelline Tattoo Studio brow shit. Because I've got a little bit of a darker base, my brows aren't my friend today, just saying. And I put this blonde on top of it, it almost like gives it more definition because it kind of pulls those hairs out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, but I really like this a lot. I do. Even though it's blonde, I was like, oh fuck, it's blonde. You know, I'm blonde now. I probably do maybe go a little dark with my brows a little bit, but I like my dark brows. But that's why I kept the rootage up here and didn't go all blonde because I wanted to keep the dark brows. I didn't want to fuck with like bleaching my brows again because I used to do that back in the day when I was all the way blonde. And I just didn't want to fuck with it anymore, even though I kind of like bleaching my brows because they take color better. That is not what this video is about. The manufacturer suggested retail price is, I feel like I need a drum roll for some reason. I'm an idiot. $22. It's $22. So 22 bucks. It's a little steep for a brow gel if you ask me. You guys know I'm like the cheapest bitch alive, and I feel like a little eensy teeny thing like this for $22, that's probably why I never ordered the clear one, because it was probably like 20 some bucks and I was like, fuck that, I'll buy fucking Maybelline or something, you know? But it is really nice. It's a really nice brow gel, so I'm super stoked to have it. Don't throw it back in the box. $22, it's got microfibers in it, dope AF. Continuing on. Another thing in the box is this right here. Thank you to the girl who suggested all of my segues for products and hauls and stuff, whatever. Okay, another thing in the box is this right here, and it is, what is it? Adesse high definition liquid lipstick. Looks like this. I was so fucking stoked when I opened the box and saw, they fucking sent me a nude. I mean, not a nude, but like a color I can fucks with. Every single solitary Boxycharm I've ever gotten in my whole entire life, I don't think they've ever once sent me a color that I fucks with. Like, they're nice colors, they're just not colors that I fucks with, you know what I mean? But this one I do. I'm so excited. So this is what it looks like. I have it on my lips right now. I've got a clip of me. I've got clips of all the things. If you're new here, I put little clips of me doing the things, putting the things on so you can see how they perform. And there's no exception with this. I have a clip of this. But I've had this on for quite a while. I've had this on for at least over an hour, and it does kind of dry down to like a lipstick type deal. And it says liquid lipstick, but it's not a liquid to matte lipstick. It's an OG liquid lipstick. Liquid lipsticks used to represent the part of makeup that were a lipstick liquefied. They weren't like this matte, like put it on your lips, dries down to chalk. You look like a fucking 90-year-old woman lip wise. I do. Not everybody does. I wish I didn't, but I do. So, but when you put it on, it's glossy at first and it feels so nice. But this, I mean, you can see it's like glossy right now, but it does dry down to like a lipstick type form. I've had, like I said, I've had it on for like over an hour. I got done with my makeup and went downstairs to get something to drink, and then I was just like, I'm gonna paint my toenails, just like out of nowhere. I looked down at my feet and my toenails weren't painted, and I thought, ooh, I'm gonna paint my toenails. So I had to hunt down some gel polish, and this is my life. Just randomly out of nowhere was like, paint my toenails, paint my toenails. This is what happens to me all day long. I get all these like thoughts going through my head, and then I never finish any of them. So that's why I never get anything done, because I'll be sitting here filming and then I'll be like, oh, I gotta paint my toenails right fucking now. And then I'll go do it and then come back an hour later and be like, this is what it looks like dried down because I've had it on for a fucking hour painting my toenails. Anyways, you guys don't care about that. Continuing on with the price. See, I don't know if I like this little foldy thing. The price is manufacturer suggested retail price of $24. Luxurious, creamy, long-wearing liquid lipstick provides the dazzling full coverage of a lipstick with the ease of wand. What? That doesn't make sense. Full coverage of a lipstick with the ease of wand applicator. Okay. I think they should have put an A in there. The ease of a wand applicator. That's what I think they should have put in there, but that's okay. We not hating on typos, girl. We not judging. Okay, so that was 20, what did I say it was? $24, $22? If you guys are new here, I'm a fucking hot mess. Welcome to the fam. $24, $24. I was so excited. I really fucking fucks with this color. I so badly, and this is another reason I wish I would have like went the warm tone route on the ColourPop palette, because I feel like if I would have done this and maybe a little bit of this, maybe a little bit of this, it would have looked so good with it. I wish I would have done that, but that's okay. We don't need another warm tone eye look up on the YouTube. Okay, so last up in the box is this right here. I'm kind of excited we got this because I've been looking at this at work and like, should I buy this? But I never did because there was never one that I felt like was light enough to highlight me, and I'm so glad I didn't. I never put it on my face at work. I would put it on my hand and I would look at it and I would be like, that is fucking dope. Like, it's a little bit glittery. It's a little bit it's a little bit glittery a little bit. But it looks really pretty on my hand, looked very sheeny, and I was like, ooh, fucks yeah. A cream highlighter. This is a cream highlighter, by the way. It's the Tarte Pro Glow Liquid Highlighter in the color Stunner. This is the exact one I was gonna buy, but I just felt like it wasn't light enough for my skin tone. So I would do this at work, and I will blend it in, and then I would look at it like this, and I'll be like, God damn, that's a really pretty fucking highlighter right there. So I'm so glad we got it because I don't fucking like it. I'm so glad I never bought it because I don't like it. I don't know if it's, I'm gonna have to just try it with my fingers. I put it on with my beauty blender, as y'all will see in the cut in. I don't know if it was because of that, because my beauty blender was a little bit damp, and this is like a cream to powder slash dilly. I don't know if that was the deal. I'm just gonna have to do it with my fingers, but I just felt like it wasn't really that stunning, we'll say. Get it? Stunner, stunning, wasn't that stunning? And I felt like it looks super patchy and like weird on my skin. I don't like the way it looks on my skin. It just looks weird and like separaty, and I feel like it kind of lifted my foundation up a little bit. I'm not really fucking with it. I'm just gonna have to try it with my fingers and see if that works. Or I thought about just using it as like a primer, as like a, you know, make my fucking face glow and shit primer. Because sometimes I use the Cover FX liquid little shimmer drop things as just a primer. When my skin's super fucking dry, I'll put it on under my foundation, because not only is it like super hella glowy, but it's also an oil. So it kind of, you know, gives me a little bit of hydration a little bit. This, on the other hand, is not an oil. I thought it looked really weird when I was like picking it up with my beauty blender. I just thought it looked really weird. I don't know if it's still damp to the point Let me do a demonstration on my hand. See what it looks like on my hand right there? Can you see how like chunky it is because of my beauty blender? It like picks it up in chunks. It's so weird. I think it's because my beauty blender, I can't say the word beauty blender to fucking save my life today. I think it's because my beauty blender is damp. I'm just gonna try it with my fingers. Okay, so this manufacturers, I keep forgetting what the S stands for. Suggested. I keep wanting to say sales. Manufacturer's suggested retail price is blah, 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 $29. That is a fucking lot for that. I am out. You can go get the e.l.f. one for guess how much? $1. It's called Lilac Pearl and it's amazing and it looks way better than that. I need to pull that back out. I forgot how much I love that. I don't have it up here in my little like everyday stash, but I need to pull it back out. I love that thing. I wish they had a warm tone one that was like a champagne color. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Okay, so that's it. I'm done. That's it for the Boxycharm. Throwing all my wrappers everywhere. Why am I lifting? I don't fucking know what I'm doing anymore. I really don't. I just don't even know what I'm doing anymore. So that's it. What'd you guys get in your boxes? Because I know a lot of them like vary from person to person as to what they got. I have no fucking clue why they would send me a blonde eyebrow thing. Oh, what ColourPop palette did you get? Is this the only one that they sent out, or did they send out other ones? Did they send out ones that I would rather have than this one? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you, I appreciate it. So that's it, that's it. I'm gonna go put some more fucking highlighter on because I don't like the way this one looks right now. It actually doesn't look that bad on camera. It looks very natural and all that stuff. I feel like my foundation's like settling right there. Okay, we need to go, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you have not. Follow me on all my social media here, even though the only one I use is YouTube. Maybe someday I'll get on the other ones. Just wait and see, because apparently you've got nothing better to do with your life. And I will catch you in my next one.
I'm salivating way too much right now. Way entirely too much. No. Another fucking warm tone look. I decided to do a cool took. No, not a tuck. Not a tuck. Fuck words today. God, come on! You don't have much time on your memory card. Next thing. I forget what I was gonna say. I forget. What was I gonna say? I put it on. No, I didn't put it on. I put it on. Oh fuck. What happened to my neck? What the fuck is that from? Did I just like scratching myself? Let's see it. Suggested